I think I'm here a bit early, just a hair, just a few seconds. I just wanted to check something here. Just wanted to check something before we get going. And where is it? I'm still struggling with it. Not struggling. I'm still learning the new phone because it's different than my old one. I like it. It's so much faster. It's like, holy cow, is it fast? Okay, I just wanted to check one thing. And what is my weather? 56. Holy smokes. I was just out feeding the birds and it's nice. But wait, what did they change? They changed Monday to 28. 28, 32, 43. So we got snow for Sunday and Monday. Great. That's okay. It's spring is coming. Spring is almost near. Let me set this down. Hello, 280 Zone Perry. Thank you. So, trekking with Deb and Mike, you had to take off, go to the dentist? I don't know. Should have stuck around. Nah, you got to go to the dentist. You got to go. Got to go. You got to go. Hey, Slim and Rich, how you doing? 60. Oh, 280 zone. Boy, you got to put your sweater on. Holy smokes. You're about the same temperature. Well, no, we're only at 51, so we're 10 below you still. Jacqueline, 63 with winds at 12 and 63 is not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, like Perry said, we're pretty gloomy. I mean, that's what we expect in Cleveland. We expect gloom, but at least it's warm. 55 in San Clemente, really? Wow. We got almost the same temperature as a city in California. Cool. Hey, George, 43 in Seattle. You guys always have it pretty cool up that way, being up by the coast there. 70 here, but a little breezy. Oh, you dropped because I think, Scott, you were touching 80 the other day. Wow. 82 in Louisiana. Are you going to Mardi Gras? I'm watching on the cam. I should have saved that picture. There's a Earth Cam, and they have They have a balcony cam, and they have a street shot, and then they have the Cats Meow karaoke. And they had one I was flipping through real quick. It's so crowded, I can't believe it. But they had people in yellow squares that said person, which I assume would be like what your camera shows, your Nest or your other camera, what it would show person or something. I don't know. It was weird, and there was like 100 frames like that out there. It was so weird. No, you didn't go. Yeah, it was. From what I could see in a couple TikTok shorts I saw, they were. It was so crowded there. Different times it's so crowded. Northwest Wisconsin, 39. Ocean is stormy and cold. I can imagine. It's going to be 75 and 79. Yeah, so Scott, we're getting that little bit of cold wave, but hey, that's okay. What are you going to do? Brenda, South Florida, 80. Might squeak in another degree. Yeah, I had, hey, retired and loving it. How are you doing? I had a person who sent me, they're down in, down below Sanibel Island. What is that? I just had it on my phone too. So they were driving the coastline there in Florida, Sanibel, and then there's not Treasure Island. What was I thinking? I just looked it up on Google Earth. Google Earth. Google Earth. I'm gonna look at that. That's what I'm trying to look for. Where's my Google Earth? See, that's what I don't like about this phone. It goes by, I guess it goes by alphabetical order, and I used to have all mine grouped up into things, and I still haven't played with that enough to know. Captiva Island. That's where he's at. Mike's at, and his wife's at Captiva Island. and showing, they were driving down the road there, he was in the passenger seat, so filming a little bit. I've never been down that way. My daughter's been in Sanibel, but I've not been down that way. Wind chill here is 37. Kristen, holy smokes. That's not that's not that's not something that you're used to. You're not out in a t-shirt today walking the dog, right? Yeah, you're trying to get your paperwork together for taxes. I started mine with TurboTax. You can stop and start as much as you want, and it's kind of uh because I have that K1 from, and Kristen knows, ET. I sold all my ET, but I sold it in 25, so I have to wait for a K1, and they don't send them out until March. So it's like I can get almost everything done except for that, and then I've got some I've got some issues, let me tell you. Yeah, Captiva, that's right. Goo goo googly eyes. Fort Myers. The eyes have it. Tan Sea Travels. Hey, how you doing? I got all my papers in a pile so far. Keep your eye on the prize. Yeah, I like I said, I've got some issues because uh because of the way I was doing things with the YouTube income. It's screwed me up last year, now it's screwed me up this year, and or for 24 and 25 now. So 26, I hopefully going forward I'm going to be okay, but I've got everything so messed up. It's not even funny. And I don't want to go back to the tax preparer that I had, but I may go to a different one just to sort out my stuff and tell me what I need to do. Um Kind of crazy. So what's everybody up to? What is the man woman symbol t-shirt all about? This is so Ben Crazy. So it's man, woman, earth, death, infinity. Dun, 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 ching, something like that. So if you look at Ben Crazy, that was our 1970s Big Chuck and Little John, or Houlihan and Big Chuck skits that they would do. I posted a couple of them on a post, but if you look up Ben Crazy, spell it just like that, Houlihan and Big Chuck, you'll see. It's just skits. They're just skits. I just really like the show. I mean, it's been Big Chuck is dead now, and Houlihan's 90 something, but back in the 70s, that was what everybody in Cleveland watched. So that's what that's about. Like I said, you'll have to go and Google that, but actually I could probably share a screen and find it. How do I do that? I can share a screen and I can share. I'm not sure how to do that. What are these buttons for? Yeah, I don't even know how to do all this stuff on here. How long have we have we been doing this? And I've never even tried half the stuff you can do on here. Today's adventure to the grocery store. Been stuck without my truck for almost a week. How come? What's wrong? Hanging a bird feeder with a live cam. Oh, integrated. Yeah, a little cold and damp. Yes, those are big now. And I had somebody who was trying to a Chinese company that was trying to have me put their merchandise on my channel, and hawk it and do a video, and I get a free bird feeder or something. And I just won't do any of the I'm number one, I'm afraid of how are you gonna how they gonna pay me? Oh, we just need your bank information, your PayPal, So I number one, I just don't do it because of that. But there are some legitimate ones out there, and they were doing the bird feeders, and my neighbor got one with the camera in it, and she says all she sees is raccoons climbing up to it. So, yeah, but those are kind of cool. 63, single, retired, no other income but Social Security. But you got $1 million in the bank, right, John? About to grow. Got the shopping done this morning. Took Walter his groceries too. 60 in Lower Michigan. Yeah, that's good. 54 here and cloudy. Had to get a bunch of. Oh, it had to get work done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Theo just had his transmission, I think shocks and some stuff done, but he lives in Little Rock, and he actually got his truck to Dallas. He took it all the way to Dallas because they saved him like, I don't know, did he say $3,000 or $4,000 on the repair? Um, so I mean, it was kind of worth it to do that. Busy chasing starlings away. Yeah, Arlene, they Mrs. Buzz is always complaining about that because they're sitting on our. We have like a, I call it a fence if you want, but and when she puts out like these cats that come by, she puts out some food for it, and the starlings just see that food, cat food, and they just go crazy over it. So, and I mean, I got filled up bird feeders. They won't go there, but they'll eat the cat food. My wife decided she was tired of waiting for me to hang it. I was told by my CPA and IRS that I didn't have to file. Ah, interesting. You got the wind picking up. Nah, we're pretty calm here. But I decided to do it inside today because when I was outside, 2 planes went over, 2 jets. So I said, you know what? I'll just do the library today, even though it's warm enough to do it in the garage. I did a review for a wireless phone charger to get a $20, and I just spent it. That's good. That's not wrong with that. I saw a hyperlink for items you purchase would earn a commission. Yeah, I put on a lot of my videos. I've been recently I've been putting the cams that you can buy. Because of the Nancy Guthrie thing, I think that those Ring doorbells or the Nest cams or whatever you call it, um, I think people should have those. And I'm not gonna like hawk it or anything, but I put it there just maybe as a reminder too that maybe again safety first. That um, you need something. Sometimes you need something to help you out. And they also, and we talked about this with Gene Hackman and his wife. Those and you see those first alerts or whatever they're called that you wear the necklaces. Well, Mrs. Buzz thinks you've seen those commercials 100 times. I've fallen and I can't get up and all that. But now they added. She thinks they added for falls, something, and intruders. Because if you think about this, if Nancy had that necklace and was sleeping with it or had it right on a nightstand, and she heard rumblings in the house, like something didn't sound right, because they don't say she had a dog or a cat, so any noise she would have heard, she would have thought was an intruder. And I'm just guessing here, throwing spitballs. She could have pressed that button instead of fumbling with a phone, unlock the screen, dial 911, wait for, you just press the button and you're automatically hooked up with somebody. Could say, hey, there's an intruder in my house, and even if it's false alarm, at least get the police out there. And I don't know. I just think are you going to get kidnapped? No. But for medical issues and stuff like that, I think the Ring cameras and the necklaces are good things to have. I really do. What I miss here? Joining you from picturesque Graham, North Carolina. Just dropped in to see what condition your condition is in. Kenny Rogers and First Edition salute. Well, welcome in. We appreciate you being here. Our condition is green. Made it to the live, working but here. Thanks, Lynn. I appreciate you being here. Have you ever seen that movie Pushing 10 about air traffic controllers? No, I have not. Windy overnight. So Pushing 10? That's an interesting title. I just remember the crash of the jetliner into the river in New York because that was on my birthday. So I thought that was. I always, think about Captain Sully and that movie. That was a crazy thing. Windy overnight in San Diego. Yeah, you guys up there or over there in California don't have it real good today. Larry Wander, hey, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Watching from your garage. I was going to go to the garage, missing Mayberry, but I went out. I said before when I was outside, like 2 or 3 planes came over, and I said I don't want to deal with that. I'll just do it in the library today. But I'll be getting out there. Why is this one eye is watering? I'll get out there in a little bit. Probably another week. We got probably another week or two before we actually start warming up. I think. It took a while to get them working, but our battery powered Eufy cameras are great. I never heard of those. I'll have to look into those. We weren't sure if it was real. We were considering purchasing a ring. Yeah, I mean, I put link to some of the ones that Home Depot sells. Like as a creator, you can go and just say camera, and it'll show you all the different stores that sell cameras, and all different types, and then you get a commission off of those if it's bought. If you buy it off that link, then I could get like in the case of some of these, like they'll start from like 1% up to 20% or something like that. I've never had a sale like that ever, but again, putting the link for the Ring camera is just a reminder for people that, hey, he's got whether you buy it from me or whether you buy it somewhere else, just get one if you can afford it. And there's a lot of them out there, so you need to do your due diligence. You need to get the one that fits you and your situation. And I would take the time to look around. Don't necessarily put the one I have there. Don't necessarily take that one, but I did take a look at that. I did have ChatGPT tell me like the top 2 or 3 models, and I just decided to take that one Ring camera. And it was a Home Depot because they had one from QVC, and I'm like, QVC, how about no? But it said Home Depot. Now, you could maybe get it from Amazon cheaper, but that wasn't an option for me. So, but just kind of a reminder that maybe we ought to take a look at those as we age. You never know. And with the world the way it is, you just never know. If you're considering surveillance cameras and care about you, I suggest checking out this guy's channel. Okay, 280 Zone. I'll have to check him out. Him or her. Wasn't it Pittsburgh police that announced they would be no longer reported to calls? Oh, I don't know. Hey, David, how are you? In Oklahoma, you got that 70. Yeah, I see you just put out a video, David, but I didn't get a chance to see it. I'm behind on emails a little bit. I'm behind on videos a lot. So 70 and sunny in southern Indiana. Wow. Yeah, you guys I can't believe you guys get up to 70 degrees. That would be a miracle for us here. That's a lot of books behind you. What book would you say has impacted you the most? I have no idea. I don't even, if you ask me what's there, I could probably tell you 10 books. That's about it. Because my shelf is up there. So let's go take a look at my shelf. Let's see if I can do this without destroying anything. I got things plugged in here. Let's go see. Okay, so here's my shelf. Here's my eyes, and here's my shelf. Okay, so can you see that? I got my Kaizen, the Great Book of Cleveland Sports Feats, Grant, Killing Kennedy, Imagine Heaven, the 2001 Cleveland Browns yearbook, Bernie Kosar book, Big Chuck, Barberton's first cookbook, Project Smoke, Barbecue Bible, Gather and Grill, Everybody Grills. This is History of My Town, these three books here. Over here I got, whoa, don't drop it. Over here I got the Second World Wars, History of World War, Electric Christmas Lights, Out of Latvia, Bring on Heaven, Networking Works, The Sky Almanac, a Cleveland book. So they're all interesting, and no, I have not read them all. I haven't read them all, so I can't tell you which is my favorite, but those are mine. Now, Mrs. Buzz has all kinds of stuff. Healthy cooking, cook now, serve later, vegetable cookbooks. I mean, she's got. Now, what she used to do is her and the girls would go to a place called Half Price Books. And, most of these are all used books that, you could get for a song. She would pick those up and, go through them, and then she'd have them for reference. And so these are, older. So then you have the internet now, so you can rely less on the print, because you can look up recipes online so easily now. But, they're cool to have. 80s in Southern Cal by next week. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Sherry, how are you? We live very remotely. We place cameras all around our property, and we have a panic button next to our bed. Cameras are very sensitive. Picked up a raccoon on the porch. I bought a Swan camera system, and I'm working on it. Doorbell and 6 other cameras. You don't need a service and store the video. And okay. Am I saying that right? Eufy has no subscription requirements, either an SSD card or a basic card storage needed. Where is the Modell book? I don't have one from that clown. 32 degrees and snowing. But Scott, I think I told you guys a story. Where I worked at MTD, this one girl worked there. She was, I don't know, she would write stuff down. I think she kept inventory and stuff, and she worked in an office in our shipping and receiving area. And her mom was a maid for Art Modell when he lived in Wade, I think it was Wade Hill, in the mansion there. And she would tell stories about the son, because I guess the son was kind of a unique person. Let's put it that way. I don't like to be negative, but a unique person. Well, anyway, when Modell sold the team and moved to Baltimore, of course, he moved with the team eventually. And everything in his home was being thrown out or sold. And the maid was able to grab some Hiram, the practice at Hiram from 64, 65, 66, I think. And they were photos, big photos. And by the time I saw her, she had already given away the 64 picture, which was the 64 championship. But I got the 65. Actually, I'm going to be putting it on eBay fairly soon. So it's right from Art Modell's hallway. Now, I can never prove that, but it's a true story. And, it's got Jim Brown. It's got, all the 65 Browns. It's just cool to have. So that's the only connection I have with Art Modell. 32 and snowing. Oh, Jay, that's no good. Hey, Biba, Hi, Biba. Biba Reba. Biba Las Vegas. Biggest life impact book cookbook. That's right. You recognize them? Wow. Barnes and Noble had a discount section where I bought. Yeah, Scott. That's what she used to do. Theo, how you doing? We were just talking about you, Theo. Talking about your truck and how you went to Texas to get your stuff fixed. Because 280 Zone, he's getting his truck worked on. Bobby Mosier, hopefully you got the email from me. I'm trying to catch up on everything. It's amazing how far behind I get on things. Yeah, you get locked into doing something else, and you know me, I just wander aimlessly around. So when I get to it, I get to it. I peaked at a cookbook 15 years ago. I just kept cooking the same dishes over and over again. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, you have the Eufy S220s at my cabin. No subscription. They record clips. Oh yeah, you showed me a couple of those clips from that. I didn't know that was a Eufy camera. I'll see if I can put that as something people can buy on my channel. But like I said, I had chat look up like the best ones, and Eufy wasn't even on there. But that doesn't mean anything. My porch camera keeps waking me up at night for a moth. Oh, hey, there's some big moths out there. 6335 miles. Ooh, southeast Wisconsin. Oh, you had an albino deer? We have one that's sort of an albino. It's whitish, but it's got a couple spots on it. I think they still classify it as a albino, and it runs. No, piebald. Is it piebald? Is that a phrase? Piebald. It's not an albino, but a piebald is a little different, right? I think that's what they're calling them. I've seen some big Slim. I've seen some big moths. Let me tell you. Okay, Bobby, you got it. All right, good. Hey, retirement for the average Joe. How are you doing? Yeah, you saved a ton of money taking it to Texas, right? Yes. As far as security cameras, all I read is one camera on the front door, the app on my phone. Yeah, I don't have that, but I do have. I bought these cameras from Sam's Club. They're wireless. I forget the name brand, but what's nice is I have like one, two, three. I think I have four of them, and they're all Bluetooth, so you can move the cameras anywhere you want. Now it's not going to notify you. That's the only problem. It doesn't notify you of what's going on, but you can replay and go back. I think it's a month or something. I can't remember. And I like that, but it doesn't notify you like if somebody's coming up to the door. So I was thinking about getting like a Ring or a Nest or a whatever type camera system too. Now we live in, fortunately, we live in like the highest rated, safest city in all of Ohio, believe it or not. So we're constantly ranked as one of the safest places. So, but still, you can't relax. You still got to be aware. Piebald sounds right. Yeah, spotted cow, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Our dog qualifies as security. Yes, your dog does. Yes. It was a crazy difference. It was a little more than disappointed with people locally trying to take advantage of you. Yeah, Theo, that's how it works, man. You got some of these garages, I don't know. It's too bad. Yeah, 280 Zone wanted to open up a gas station and garage, right? 280 Zone. I think you were going to do that. You would have treated Theo right, right? 77 in San Antonio. Oh man, you guys, Texas has got it good now. Except you guys had, I think I was watching a video from um, Amos the Harley man. I think he had rain the other day, right? So you guys get a lot of rain down in Texas. Northern Kentucky. How you doing, Gary? Also look at Rio Link cameras, no subscription, SD card, app on the phone. Okay. Rio Link. All right. Here's a review of the popular security cams. Yeah, and you guys can, I have set up this live that you can go back and look at these comments. It takes a day or two, but in case if you haven't written this down or clicked on these links, you can go back, wait a couple days and then go back to this video, this live, and you'll be able to see the chat and you can go from there. Kentucky Leisure, happy hump day. Hey, Camel, what day is it? The FE notification is adjustable and the AI. Oh, I'm going to have to look into that one. You know what? I do have my pen here because I should write that on here, huh? So we're going to write it next to Reba. So it's EUFY. And what was the other one? Red Rio Link. I'll put it on this side. Rio Link. Okay. And Eufy. All right. We got those written down. I'll check those out. If I don't write them down, I won't see them. Hey, Ross, Middle Age Grind. How are you? Happy Mardi Gras to you. I've got 2 security cameras at the farm, one that covers the front and back doors, and another one looking into the yard and driveways. Okay. Now, does it notify you if like person, animal, or anything like that? Because I think that's what we need is, like they were talking about a moth, setting off the camera. So now if the Rio Link you can adjust, that's good. Took in service first time I ever had that done. Always did my own work. Yeah, well, eventually, I know. Hey, 280s. I'm telling you, last time I changed my oil, I was underneath. I've done it 1,000 times, right? And you have to take off the plastic covering, and you have to do this and that. And I'm draining the thing, and then I'm crawling back out. And I stood up, and man, I got so dizzy, I almost fell down. I said, you know what? For the money, especially now that I'm not driving, I was changing my oil so often. Well, when I had the van, because I had the van, 2002 van, and I had that till 2016. So I did all the work on that van, put in a starter, did all kinds of stuff until the electrical just got really bad. And you can't have anybody work on electrical because it's $1,000 just to talk about it. So, but I constantly did that and I was fine. So I did it once on my Mazda and I was dizzy and I said, you know what? I'm just going to, it's as many miles as I'm driving now, which is very few. I'm just going to go ahead and let a dealership or somebody take care of it. Chance of tornadoes tomorrow night, I think. Oh, really? Hey, old fart, how you doing? Choose camera brands carefully, though. Many of them are near useless without. Yes, I know. You got to do your homework. You certainly do. Little thunder in Wisconsin. Oh, yeah. When the warm front comes through, that's when you get your thunder and your possible tornadoes. They notify me, but it's not that useful. Anyone moving to. Okay, yes. Yeah, I was just going to say you have to be careful. I have a furnace. I think it's a 90 some percent efficiency. So they ran the pipe outside. So it's like right near my driveway. And so it has, in the wintertime, it has a cloud of vapor coming out of it. And my camera that I've got aimed at the steps, the side steps there, sees that vapor coming out and records it as an event. And it's like, really? So when it warms up, of course, it doesn't do it. But when it's really cold, it sees that and just records it, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Midwest and South will have another clash between a warm surge and a cold front. Oil changes really tight underneath and all the panels. The old Mercury 302 V8. That was easy. Cap and rotor plugs. Yeah, the good old days, John. Yeah, we don't get to do that much anymore. I remember I had a Ford Escort wagon. Minute Lube, and yeah, 280 zone. I'll tell you something about that. Um, but yeah, I had an old Ford Escort, and it just died, and I had no idea. And I'm screwing around with it. I'm just trying to figure out what to do, and I could not figure it out. I had no idea what it was, and then got it towed to a shop, and the guy goes, "Here, it's this module right here. It went bad." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, you just take this out, you put this one in, boom, you're ready to go." It's like, and because he was able to scan it and test it and everything else, and he knew. And I'm like, geez, I'm way out of my league. So, and that was, man, that was 25, 28 years ago. So, me working on them, no. But yeah, the Minute Lube, um, I took it into my 2016. I took it into one of those Valvoline places or something, and I told him to change the oil and rotate the tires. So, they got the guy in the pit and he's doing that. And then they asked me to get out of the car because they're going to rotate the tires. They have to lift the car a little bit. So, okay. And I'm waiting in their little waiting room, which is like 2x2. It's like a phone booth. And the guy comes in, he's got his head down and he says, "Yeah, we can't change your tires." I said, "Why not? What happened?" The impact socket that we need to fit your car, we can't find it. Okay. So then, and then I left, and the next time I got it done near where I work, and the guy comes over to me and he goes, "Man, who did you do this oil thing last time? Did you do it yourself?" And I said, "No, I had this Valvoline." And he goes, "You got to see this. They stripped out your oil screw. It's so bad. We replaced it for you. Okay. It's just, they just screwed it up. You're lucky you weren't leaking oil." And I said, "Really?" So they screwed that up. They couldn't rotate the tires. So I said, "Yeah, I won't be going to those places anymore." I just had our service guys go ahead and change oil when they put the new windshield wipers. "Oh, you got your wipers. That's good. That's right." No, a lot of places are good, but I tell you what, the dealership, I like the Mazda dealership, and say what you want about dealerships, but what they do is, and I'm just getting the oil change and a tire rotation. I follow their schedule. They have a schedule that they put out, 50,000, 100,000. So I'm getting to 150,000 now, and they want the plugs changed. So I got to get that done. But I follow that schedule, and they're not that bad price wise, believe it or not. And what they do is they take their phone or whatever and they go underneath the car, and then they send you a video while you're sitting right there in the dealership and show you the underneath of the car and the engine compartment. And they tell you, "We did this, look at this, check this out, look at your brakes, everything's good here." So I kind of like that. I've never had anybody else do that for me. And that's kind of cool. My camera system is via AOSU. They offer service, but honestly, these cameras do send. Most cover the house, but I have two pointing in my pool. AOSU. Okay. We had a Ford Escort wagon too in the 90s. Sadly, it got totally. Oh, what color was it? Wait a minute. Before you answer, I'm going to write down what color mine was. Hold on. All right, now tell me. I have it written on my happy birthday card. I'm just curious about something. I'm a retired senior master Ford technician. I do my own work with my neighbors. They don't know I'm retired yet. That's right. I got any Ford questions, I'm going to have to hit you up, Jay. We have been debating a 3-pack of Eufy cameras with those solar charging batteries or certain types. My 11-year-old car just turned over to 40,000. Yeah, I guess you don't drive much. No, my doctor does that in one or two places for entry. Another good thing about the dealer is that they have the car service schedule history. Yeah. I mean, it's worked out for me. I didn't think it would, but it really has. We used a Chevy dealer for our Impala. The cost is not any more than a private guys in our area. And I just think that, they have a reputation to keep up. Now, that doesn't mean they're always going to be 100%, but they have a reputation to keep up. And I think they would get some training too. So I don't know. For me, it's worked out really well. Not using their service due to this company being very liberal with its options, all wireless, solar powered. Hmm. Yeah, Theo, you got to hit up Jay for that. Yep. I thought you said, oh, Bimini blue. Okay. Mine was green. I just wanted to see if we had a match there. Bimini blue. Was that a Ford color? Yeah, I guess it was. Because Ford had a lot of blue colors, right? Eufy and Reolink, probably the best without a subscription. Reolink. Do I have that one? Yes, I have Reolink written down. I forgot already. See? Yeah, so those will be the cameras, the systems to look up. All right, so what I'll do is I'll add those as to my videos. I'll find some good ones from Eufy and Reolink and show you those. Although, like I said, they weren't highly rated. I don't know. Let me see what. Let's see. What are good security cameras for home use? Let's see what chat says. He's thinking about it. Highly rated security cameras. Google Nest Cam Outdoors. Hey, there's the Eufy. So there's a Eufy one right there. It's hard to see. That's a solar outdoor, 199 bucks at Home Depot. So here's their top picks: Google Nest Cam Outdoor, Eufy Solo Cam, S340 solar outdoor camera. That's interesting. Blink Outdoor wireless camera, TP Link, Ring Pan Tilt indoor camera, Arlo Pro outdoor security camera. Huh. Interesting. I didn't see the Eufy before. That's interesting. Before I moved, I took my Acura to the Honda dealer so I could sit at the workstation and work while they changed my oil. Plus, they had coupons. Yeah, that's what's nice about the dealerships too. Like the one I used to go to, Mazda. There's a closer one now, but I used to go to this one, and they had donuts and water and coffee and stuff. And most other places you don't get that. So, and not that that's a big deal, but Ring cameras, okay. I got my solar Eufys for 50 bucks on Amazon. Oh, okay. I have Nest. I do not recommend them for outdoor use, and also without a subscription, they are near worthless. Okay. My first car was a blue Ford Escort, a POS. And Ring and Nest are known to share your info. Oh, really? 280 zone. I didn't know that. Oh, anyway, our stuff's all being shared anymore. No matter what we do, it's ridiculous anymore. You only use outdoor Ring cameras. Yes, I mean I'm just saying this only because you brought it up about what I'm adding to the videos and to buy. So I'm adding those in so because this whole thing with security is becoming, I think, more and more and more of an issue. And I think I've told you guys this story before. Back when I was at MTD, and I was doing production planning, and I was doing scheduling, of lawnmower blades, believe it or not, for all the lawnmowers. Um, they posted, I've told you guys this before, but they posted a bid. Now, I was out of the union. I was pretty much fresh out of the union. They got me into a salary job doing the scheduling. So I they had the UAW posted for an electrician. And I told my boss, I said, I want to sign up for that. And he goes, well, you're not in the union. And I said, well, I have an honorable withdrawal card. I could go back in the union. And he says, well, I don't know if they'll let you keep your seniority. And plus, I'm not letting you go. I said, well, okay. But I, back then, I'm talking in the 80s, I wanted to start a security company. That was kind of my goal. So I wanted to be an electrician to learn how to do everything and hook everything up because I knew that that was going to be something that would never go away. It's job security. I would teach myself, stay educated on all the different changes, do all the installations because you can buy anything you want online even now, but who's going to install it? A lot of people can't do that. They're not going to get up on ladders. They're not going to, do the installation. So sometimes you're hiring out people to do the installation. And I probably would have been sitting really pretty had I been able to get that job. Not to say if I wrote it down on the bid sheet, not to say I would have got the job, but that was the direction I wanted to go. And then after that, I just never did it again. But I think that would have been a cool fork in the road to take way back when. First car I owned was a 77 MGB. You still have it? Wow. Holy smokes. What's everybody doing to save premiums on car insurance? We switched to Progressive on our 3 vehicles and saved us $600, but now our 6-month premium and it's increased. I can't speak to that because I've been lucky. I pay $32 a month, full coverage for my Mazda CX-5, and we've been with State Farm for 30 plus years. And I told you the agent that I'm now with, because he's local. The other agent we had passed away. Then a young kid took over. I didn't care for him, so I went to this other agent down the street, and he said my car insurance policy, he can't even get that because they can't get rid of me. They can't delete me from the system if something happens or whatever. He was telling me I'm coded somehow that I'm like the elite. I don't know, but I think it's just because of time, tenure of having that insurance for so long. Dealers and private auto shops are all having a hard time finding. Yeah, trained techs. Yep. If you have an app, any app, your info is being stored and shared. Not all. Someday I want to get rid of the Wi-Fi cameras and run Cat 6 Ethernet to a network video recorder. That's what we did at work. We ran it's Cat 5 and then they changed to Cat 6, but that's how we did our cameras at work. And it was kind of cool because I had them on my phone. And I could check, if there's doors open, I could check, what's happening. And and it's come in handy a couple times where we've had some issues and we were able to go back and I bring the safety committee and, the safety committee would come in and we review what happened and we'd review the camera footage. But yeah, it was all hooked up like that. Of course, that was indoor. It wasn't outdoor though. I need to get my bicycle ready for the road again. Now that the snow has melted. Yeah, don't get hit by a car. You're going to wear a helmet, I hope. My first car, because I won't. My first car I bought was a 69 Pontiac GTO. You wish you had that one. You better believe you wish you had that. I have Ring at the front of the house. $100 per year subscription. Backyard Blink goes to SD card, no subscription. Okay. $100 a year. That's not too bad, huh? After Bud, you're going to fill gopher holes in your yard. Yeah, talk to there's somebody out here that's has had gopher problems. That's a fantastic insurance premium. Yep, we found that state affairs very high as a state and some of the major companies. Yeah, you've checked them all. Yeah, I mean, right. I think if you're, I don't know if loyalty counts anymore, but for us, I think it does. Being with them because when they list our insurance, they list no accidents. They list tenure with the company. They don't phrase it like that, but they list it 25-year plus or something like that. So we get all kinds of discounts. We get discounts partly because we've been with them a long time. And if you're shopping, here and there and everywhere, then you may not obviously not get that type of a discount. Our State Farm guy retired. I don't care for the replacement either. Our premiums are super low too. Same deal. 30 plus years. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I just found a guy. He's not that great either. I mean, the guy we used to have long time ago, he used to send, and this is not a big deal, but he used to send Christmas cards. He would send birthday cards, and his office just try to always keep in touch. This one I got right now, nothing. So, I mean, not even. I don't know. And twice I went in the office, I didn't even get to talk to him. Of course, I didn't have an appointment. I got to talk to the front office girls there, and they're actually more knowledgeable probably than him. So they always treated me well. A couple 3 times we went in there, but I think I've only met him once. You have an ex dealership mechanic that works on my cars at my house. Oh, he doesn't like the BS at the dealership. Well, that's good if you got somebody like that. At Mercury for 10 years, and last year they almost doubled, went to AA, and now they have increased 30%. Oh boy. Oh, you got 21-year-old and a 2-year-old car. That could make a difference. Gopher holes make me think of Caddyshack. Yeah, there's somebody on here. I don't know if she's still here, but she put in a brand new lawn in California. Brand new lawn. They supposedly got all the gophers out and put in a brand new lawn. Yeah, it cost them, pretty penny. And a few days later, there's a gopher hole right through the brand new sod. It's like, oh my gosh. But I think they're gone now. I think. Oh, your State Farm guy sent you Christmas. Yeah, they just don't do that anymore, and it's too bad. At least the one we got. Now there's so many of them. I could, dump him and get somebody else, but like I said, he's so local. I can just get there in a few minutes, and I don't know. I guess proximity will work unless he does something nasty or something, but I doubt that. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to change just because he doesn't send me a card. Let's put it that way. Take a senior driving course to lower your premium. Nah, they won't do that for me. Oh, through AAA? Nah, I don't want to take no chances. I got that Drive app. That's working really well for me. So Drive and Save from State Farm, that's working really great for me. Hey, just finished cooking dinner. Wow, Dana's Garden Retreat. How are you doing? Now you got what, 800? What'd you say you had? 200 people left. You need 200 more people to subscribe to you, Dana's Garden Retreat, and then you'll get your 1,000. So you're at 800 some. So you guys heard that, right? If you're not subscribed to Dana's Garden Retreat, please do. Let's get her to the 1,000. I mean, she's been on here for, at least a year now, I think. So let's get her up to 1,000 if we can. Hey, Real Retirees Uncut, how are you? Yeah, I'm probably gonna this summer, spring. I think I'll do that video with you and David in Progress, and I'll probably get out there a little bit more this spring and summer. So if the invitation's still there, I may take you up on that. So yeah, check out Real Retirees Uncut. He does a good job of interviewing a lot of different retirees. I've actually learned quite a bit from some of the folks that you've interviewed. I mean, there's been some interesting tidbits for sure. My gopher has an underground parking, multi-level holes in a freeway system. The moles, yeah. My neighbor, every time every time his dog goes out, he goes like along the fence. And one day I said, "What is he doing?" And he says he's looking for the moles. And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He finds them. He can sniff them out, and he grabs them and tries to eat them." And I have to every time I see him going there and digging and stuff, I have to go grab him because he's going to eat these things. And I said, I've never seen a dog do that, but his dog does it. Thomas Wick, when am I going fishing? Well, ice fishing is probably out now. They're catching they're already digging people out of the lake. And the rivers are blown out. But as soon as the rivers settle down, I'll be down there. I'll do a video. I will do a video. We're all about golfers here. You are sub to her? Cool. State of Michigan sends what looks like a birthday card. It's really a license plate. Yeah, I just got mine too. I think I did a 3-year license plate. I never did that before, and I did it 3 years, and believe it or not, the 3 years is up already. I think my plate sometime this spring I have to get it done, and I got to get an e-check, which is so stupid, but whatever. They're easy now. You're at 802. Well, let's get you up there. Thank you, 280 Zone. Did an interview. Oh, yeah, it's Retired and Loving It. You did an interview. Yes, I did see that too. I saw you. I saw Steve. I saw Joe Kuhn, I think, was on there. Who else did I see? I think there was one more that I can remember. Yeah, I mean, anybody that's got a channel, I don't mind shouting out. Our car insurance dropped from $750. What? Wait, $750 a month? Wait a minute. $750 a month. That's not a misprint. You were paying $750 a month in car insurance, and now you're down to $65. That's opened my eyes. You better practice your putting. I don't need to practice my putting. I got a medal sitting on my laying there. I should wear that again. I should wear that medal that when I beat Theo at putt putt. Yeah. My gopher leaves south for the winter. I'll be back soon. Oh, good. I'm glad you subscribed. Yeah, that was fun, Theo. That was fun playing that. It was cool that worked out. So what we're talking about, if you don't remember, back in the summer, Theo came to visit. He was doing a United States tour. he stops at Buzz's area, neck of the woods, and we got to see and I've got videos out there. We've got to see the submarine at Lake Erie, and we went by a putt putt course that I played when I was 10 years old, 12 years old. It's a Dairy Queen. It's beat up. I mean, the greens are the AstroTurf is Astro dirt. It's all torn up and stuff, but I mean, he played well because he says he's like a pro golfer. They call him Tiger Weeds because he's always in the weeds, but but he just I had home court advantage. I've been playing since I was 10 years old, so 1970. So I had home court advantage. He didn't have a chance, so that's the way it is. You need to show up and we can have a tournament. Putt putt course down from my house. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones around, except what's bad is like there's this one I used to play a long time ago, and they took it down and put houses there. You're losing a lot of how many golf courses and putt putt courses and stuff we're losing now because it's all prime real estate, and that's really sad. 67 degrees down here in Southern Ohio. Man, You got 67, we got 57. So you beat us by 10 degrees. But that makes sense. The further south you go, obviously, the warmer it gets. Yeah, your putt course has DQ. Yep. I'm only 989 subs shy of 1,000. I thought I was reading that wrong. I'll be ready. You put too much pressure on me with the camera. Yeah. I mean, if that's your excuse, that's fine. Really don't think I would ever make any money on YouTube, but it keeps me gardening. Young's Jersey Dairy Family Fun. Young's, that sounds familiar. All right, John, take care. We'll see you Saturday. Joe, how do you even do that? Golf. Yeah, that was a fun time. That was just and I hadn't played that course in a long, long time. Me and Mrs. Buzz and I think one of my daughters, we played it years and years ago. We'd go get ice cream there, but we just never played it. I mean, it was like that was like when was that? There was something. Yeah, it was like nobody there, and it was it was kind of odd, but it worked out pretty good. Yeah, they had stuff covered up. Like at the end, the 19th hole, you could put the ball in, and you either win a free game, or it's just the way to get their ball back. And it was covered. So I guess because the electronics in it, they had to take the cover off. It was kind of strange, but it was all right. Hopefully they'll fix it up a little bit. I hope they don't take it down. That's a shame. Things that from your childhood and growing up, and there so many things are gone now. Even the golf courses by me, I think we lost two of them to houses. It's sad. I spend too much time watching YouTube instead of creating YouTube. I got to start watching more, but I'm so far behind. I did that video yesterday about structure versus purpose, and David and no, not David, but there was another guy. I can't remember his name right now. But he had just done one on structure too, like that same morning. And I said, man, I didn't even catch that. But I guess great minds think alike. Whose channel was that? Oh, cannot believe I don't remember it. It'll come to me later. Well, I tell you what, we're at an hour and 3 minutes. So anybody else got anything that they care to share? Care to talk about? Otherwise, we're going to each of us get on with our day. I'll go back to wandering aimlessly around with no purpose. But yeah, let's see if we could get Dana going. Nap time. Okay, quiet day. That's good. That's good. Well, again, I appreciate. How does the State Farm tracker attach? It's just Scott. It's just a little thing like this, and they say you can just throw it in your glove box, but I attached mine because where my display screen is, there's a little landing right there, and I just stuck it right there. It works really well. No purpose. Work is calling. All right, Lynn. So much fun to roam aimlessly. It's what I do. I found your memory goes with your hair color. Yeah, what hair? Fishing in the Philippines. Oh, your wife's pregnant. Really? That's good. I haven't seen you in a while. You got errands to run. Have a great afternoon. Take care. Biba, like Reba. We'll see you. Hey, Slim, take care. Oh, you're actually Greg. You got the contract. I haven't kept up on you. Did you get? You're doing something with that company again? Buzz is Saturday Night Live, live from the garage. I don't know. It's going to be cold again Saturday, so we'll see. I'm working and listening. Can't wait to retire. Oh, it's so nice. Nap time before I get to have a great day. All well, you see, you get up too early, Dana. That's the problem. 20 hours a week. Okay, and that contract goes for how long? Greg, how long is that contract? Did you get it for like 6 months or a year or what? Oh, scheduled till April. Okay. Well, that's heck. It's only mid February basically. So yeah, you're good for a little while then. Splash of personality. Yeah, you're late. We're getting ready to go. Greg Leathers. Wish you could have tuned in sooner. That's okay. I'm glad that you're here. 5:45 you got up? Yeah. Yeah. It's about time I'm going to bed. Then I'm on Social Security. You sure you're not going to get one more contract? That was a short heat wave we all had. I'm late. Sorry. Yeah, a couple of you just shown up. It's supposed to be 2 o'clock, not 3 o'clock. And you're a night owl. Yeah, yeah. When I was working, that was the hardest thing for me because the weekend always screwed me up. I'd go to bed Sunday night at like 12:31, and then I was up at like 5:30, quarter to 6. I mean, I was like a zombie every Monday, and I said, I got to do something about this. I got to stop doing this because then I'd come home Monday, I'd eat, I'd fall right asleep. And I'm sitting there, even barely finishing my meal, and I'm like out. And I kept telling myself, I got to do something different. I got to do, and I never did. Years and years and years. I just kept the same pattern. It's so sad, but I'm so glad it's over with now. You gave me 2 thumbs up. Well, that's good. I appreciate that. Bus comes at 6. Oh, because of the kids. Yeah, 6:23. Yep, I remember that. Mrs. Buzz used to get up and wake the kids up. Sometimes, like if I was on vacation or if I took a vacation day or something, I'd hear her telling the kids, "Alley oop, get up." And I'm like, who, me? No, 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 the kids. So, well, yeah, they had to get up early, and of course, no kid loves getting up. I mean, no kid. They go back to sleep, and then you got to chase them down again. And hey, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I remember those days. But boys, I think are a lot. We had the 2 girls, but I think boys are a little bit easier. They jump up, throw their clothes on, they're ready to go in 2 minutes. I think the girls seemed to me like they took a little bit longer. I could still hear the sound of my mom turning on the hall light. Yeah, saying time to get up. Yep, yep. That was my wife's favorite phrase was alley oop. Time to get up, alley oop. And of course, all you heard was now time for you to go, 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 or slow go. My days like go, go, slow go, no go. I wrap it all in one day. I repeat. I repeat. Yeah, I repeat it 15 times. Yeah, I could imagine that. Yeah, especially the boys. You know. Now it's time for yeah. Okay, well anyway, we got to get going here. But I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Taking time out of your day to us, all visit together. I really appreciate that. We learned something today about cameras, uh, Rio Link and Eufy cameras. Those are 2 things I'll start looking at, and very interesting. We like I said, we learned something today, which is really good. Rise and shine. Let your feet hit the floor. That's right. So again, I appreciate you being here. Saturday, we'll be doing this again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, I wish you a good rest of the week. And like I said, God willing, we'll be here Saturday and we'll do this again at the same, well, it wouldn't be the same bat time or same buzz time, but it's the same buzz station. So take care, everybody. We'll see you. Thanks for being here.